Our channel, welcome to our video once again. So please guys, I want you to subscribe to this very YouTube video. If you are watching our video for the first time, please subscribe, like, and also share our video, okay, for more referrals. All right guys, so in today's video we're talking about specifically the candlestick closure. Okay, so we're talking about the candlestick closure. So I know so many traders do not really understand this concept. Yes, you might know about candlesticks. Yes, you have candlesticks pattern, different kind of candlesticks trading, but not everybody actually understands what it means to know about this candle closure, candlestick closure. So that is why in this video I will walk you on the process step by step on how you can understand candlestick closure, how you can trade the candlestick closure, and how you can be able to spot them and know the right candlestick candle or candlestick candlestick candle for you to trade. All right, because if we look at the forex market or in the forex chart, more of what we do, more of the price action we do are more of what candlesticks. All right, so this candlestick is very, very important. Yes, you might know the basic of the candlesticks, but you might not really understand what it means by the candlestick closure. So I'm going to be helping you to understand the candlestick closure in this very, very video. So please make sure you watch to the end of this video. Don't skip any part, because you don't know, maybe that part you are skipping might be the very, very part that might get you the information you need. All right, so without wasting much of our time, so let me show you guys two things you need to understand, or you need to focus on when you trading the candlestick closure or when trading the candlesticks. All right, so we start with little of the basic of candlestick. Okay, so I'll start with the little basic of candlesticks, where we have talking about this. I know many of you might know this. Okay, where we talk about this, for example, we have this is a bearish candle, where we talk about 3 or 5 basic components of a candlestick. So where we talk about the open, we have the open, the close, the high, and also the body. Yes, the open, the high, the close, and the body, and the low. Okay, the open, the high, the close, the low, and the body. So these 5 components are what makes up a candlestick. So when we talk about the open, so we have, because candle must always open. Okay, there's always an open price for a candle. When a candle is forming, there is always an open price for a candle. And body, a candle must always form or have a body. But the thing you need to understand as a trader, you need to always observe, which I'm going to be telling us here now, which you always need to always observe the body of a candle, because it's very, very important. So body size of a candle is important as a trader. You need to observe and know this kind of body that this candle is giving, what does it mean, and this kind of body the candle is giving, what does it signify. So it's your responsibility as a trader to spot out which of the particular body of the candle that are really good, or signal you to either go into the market or you leave the market. So it's not all about you knowing how to analyze the market. Okay, so even if you are good at analyzing the market, you also need to spot out these candles. Okay, you need to understand how this candle works, the principle and all that guides a candle. So let's take for instance this candle I just draw now. So let's take for instance this candle I just draw for now. Yeah, so this candle I just drew for now. So let me explain it. Okay, so let me explain. So now we are going to be doing some identification on this candle. So we have the high of the candle, the high of the candle, because candle creates a high. Okay, For example, talking about the bearish candle, and we also have the bullish. But the bearish candle, when it's about forming, it always creates the high. Okay, there's always a high, that is high of the price. Then you also have the open, and we also have the body, and we also have the close and the low. So we have this high, then we have this open, we have the body, and we have the closing of price, then the low. Okay, so the low of that particular period, either a day or that hour, so that is the low which the candle creates before closing. All right, so these things are one of the important things you need to see as a trader while trading the candlesticks pattern, or while trading candlesticks. So you need to understand the closure of the candle, which is very, very important as a trader. So having identified this now, so I want to show you guys something which you need to see. Okay, so let's take for example, we have this kind of candle formation. So let me show us having this scenario. Okay, we have this kind of candle, then we have something like this. Okay, yeah, so guys, so in so many scenarios you will have seen something like this. Okay, so once you see some kind of candles like this, remember these candles here, this one I drew here, they are two bearish candles. Okay, we have this and this, so two bearish candles. So when we see some scenarios like this, because many traders have asked me or say that they don't even know when to trade, or whenever they see something like this, what do they do? Or when they see some candles like this, they don't know what to do. They don't know what to do, whether they should wait or execute their trade or patient enough. So they are kind of skeptical. They don't even know what to do whenever they see things like this. So that is why I'm here to walk you through, so you can see these things and understand what you really need to do, so that you can wait or you enter, or better still, you don't even get into the market. Because this very part I'm teaching you guys is an integral part that you need to know as a trader, so that it's not only when analysis is good. Okay, I love analysis very well, but if you're analyzing the market and you don't understand this how to understand or mark out this candle closure, I'm sorry, you might be hitting, or the rate might be hitting you hard. This was one of my issues when I was a trader, because I have been trying to, when I was still coming up, I've begun to know some other things, but I was finding it difficult to understand candlestick closure. So that is why I'm sharing this. I want to share this to so many traders out there that might see this as very, very important thing you need to know in your trading journey, because it's going to help you in your trading journey. So that's why I'm sharing this to you guys, so that you can get the information from this candlestick. So these two candles are bearish candles. So, but there are two different things in these two candles, which I'm going to explain. Now, the first candle here, which I have here, you can see that this candle here, it has a full body. Okay, so we have this full body. Okay, we have the full body, and we have this high. Okay, so which I'll put as the H. So it has a high, because of course when the market is creating it, when the sell market is creating, or sell structure, it creates a high. Okay, it starts from the high. So then we have the open, so which I've identified before and all that. So we have the body and we have the close. Okay, so now looking at the next candle before us, now I want to explain this candle. Now it's this first candle I just did here. Now right now, this first one I just did here. So let me, this first candle here I just did has a very good significant signal prompting, but I'm going to explain something here right now. So but let me talk about the second candle before I say what I want to say. Now this second candle here, if you look at what we are seeing here, all right, now it's initially, like I do tell traders, always observe the wick of a candle. Okay, when a candle prints or gives you a wick, now when I'm talking about the wick, I'm talking about this whatever what's it called, this is a wick, this thing that looks like a tail. Okay, you can also call it a tail, or you call it a wick, whatever name you want to give to it, you can just give it that name. So looking at this candle here now, if you look at, study the candle very well and see what happened in this place. Now if you look at this candle, initially the candle opened here, so we have this sellers try to open, they open the market here, and the sellers enter the market, push price down to this point here. Okay, so now if you look at what they did here, so after they push price to this place, so looking at the body, like I told you, you have different, if you look at the body of this first one and the body of this second one, this is the second candle and this is the first candle. Now if you look at the two bodies of these two candles here, if you look at their two bodies, you will see that they are not the same. Okay, so that is why I told you that another thing as a trader, you need to always observe the body of a candle. Okay, always observe the body of a candle. Now look at this one here now. So after this candle has been formed, then what, if you look at this, let me delete this so you guys know what I'm talking about. So now after this price opened at this place here, okay, sellers open, they push price down to this. Let me draw it here so you guys can see what I'm talking about. Okay, let me redraw it here so you can understand what I'm talking about in this place. So but if you want to get more of this, you can go and study and read the Candlestick Bible, so that will also help you to understand more about what all these Japanese candles mean and how you can be able to see some patterns, candlestick patterns, okay, and identify them. Now looking at this one here, now if you see here, we have, like what I was saying, this price, okay, the bullish buyers open, they push price here initially, so they open this price and push it up. Then after they push it, because you can see buyers and sellers are in this place, so opening and closing price at the same level. So you can see here that the buyers push this market from this point here, open price here, so they push and close here. Then sellers came in, the body was full to this point here, okay, they push and the sellers came in and pushed price back down. The body, they did not close at this point, they closed here. This week you are seeing here, there was a body of a candle that covered that place, but because of the buyers and sellers are striking or striving to see who gain control over the market, because that is what they do. One person must gain momentum or get control over the market, so they tend to begin to fight to see who gains power over the market. So this is what happened here, that we have these buyers, these sellers here. Okay, so like what I was saying, buyers open at this point, the open price push to this level here, and sellers came, push the market down, okay, and open price here and close, okay, open price and close at this point. Now if you look at this now, you can see that these two are having they are buyers and sellers in this kind of market scenario. Buyers and sellers are at this point, buyers and sellers are in the market. So what I'll do is I'll wait if I want to get into some this kind of market situation, market condition. That is why, like I said, always observe the candlesticks, how their body or what they form. And another thing again I want to say, guys, whenever you are trading this candlesticks pattern or candlestick formation, these always they are always effective. The time frame they are always effective on, they are effective on the daily time frame, they're effective on the daily time frame and the 4 hours time frame. Okay, 4 hours, and they can also include the weekly. All those ones are bigger, higher time frames, but I'm just giving you guys the ones that these candlestick closure you always need to be looking. And it's not as if they don't work on lower time frames, okay, but these ones give you higher how should I put it, they give you a higher good signal prompting. Okay, so whenever you see a candle forming on the daily or on the hour, 4 hours specifically, I love, because for me, I love trading my own pattern of candle on the 4 hours, because the 4 hours are very good candlestick prompting signal formation. So whenever you see, most I want to analyze my trade, I can analyze from the weekly down to the daily, then from the then H4, then I will look at what the price action is actually giving, the behavior of the market at the H4 there, my levels, and I can now look for the prompting of price action on that H4 candle. So that is why I pay most attention to the 4-hour candle more than the 30 minutes or 15 minutes candle or price action. So because in lower time frames, like I do say, there are always lot of noise on the lower time frame. So the H4 and the daily, those time frames gives me high confirmations and high validation of what I'm actually looking for in the market. So that is why you need to pay attention to them, because without the H4, even on or whatever that is going on lower time frames, I don't really pay attention to them because they are noise to me. So that is why I recommend you as a trader always look at the higher time frames. So because many traders have made a lot of mistakes because they always center on the lower time frame. They want to analyze on the lower time frame, they want to take trade on the lower time frame, they want to do everything on the lower time frame, which I don't advise traders. Okay, so I will only say as a trader, make sure that you are looking at the higher time frame. Even if you want to get your entry maybe on the lower time frame as an intraday trader or whatever, always look at the bigger picture of the higher time frame, because that will give you the direction, or that will tell you what you need to do and what you need to know, so you don't rush into the market and come out with lot. So that being said, guys, don't forget our time frame specification is either the daily, okay, the daily or the H4. But me, I love using the H4 price action, candle price action very well, because they are effective to me. Now we're talking about the H4 because, or we are talking about the H4 candle because many people have been saying, okay, how do you trade this H4? When you see them, how do you trade them? So I want to show you how you can do that for your candlestick closure. For let's say, for example, or let me use the bullish candle because I've used the bearish. Then let me use the bullish. Now we have this scenario for the bull. Okay. Now, of course, you know that the bull candle open and close are not the same as that of the bearish candle, which I just talked about. So now this is, let's take for example, this is our H4 candle. Okay, we have this as H4 4 hours, that is H4 4 hours. Now let's take for example now that this candle is a 4 hours candle. Now we want to let's say for example you want to enter the market. Okay, now my major concern whenever I say something like this, and mind you, not every level where you see the candle you trade, they must be on your key levels, either for a support or a resistance. So when I say this 4 hours candle, what do? I wait for, I want to mark out the area, so where price open from here, they open. So this candle here now, whenever I say this week coming up, so it's a sign that the market has closed. So or it has created, I'm talking for the bullish now, so it has created a what, this is the low. Okay, so this is the high, so it's the 4 hours candle automatically has closed. So for many traders, we want to be entering at the closing of this 4 hours candle, which is very wrong. Okay, that is why I'm saying this, because at that point in time now, this week you are seeing here that the market print is retracement going on probably on the lower time frame. Okay, so this retracement now, because you want to enter the market, or maybe because you don't want the market to elude you, you jump into the market and you begin to collect retracement that is happening on the lower time frame. That is why I do said I watch the 4 hours candle very well. 4 hours candle are always my watch time candle. Okay, my watch time candle. So I used to watch this 4 hours candle very well, because I always say it as a good prompting for me to sell or buy. So now seeing this now, so what do I do now as a trader? Well, at this point in time now, what should I do? So if I want to, or whatever I want to do at this point in time now, so I'll be waiting for the candle or the price action after closing. Okay, after the candle has closed, let's say we have a bearish candle here. Okay, so we have a bearish candle, which, well, we might say, okay, this is engulfing. Okay, this is an engulfing candle. So for those of you that don't know about candlestick, please, before you understand this, go and read more of that candlesticks PDF. Okay, go and read more on it. So I'll wait for this because this is an engulfing. So maybe I'm seeing it happening on my support level. Okay, so happening on my support zone. Okay, so what will I do? Like I said, I will wait patiently. For me, I will wait patiently. All right, so I'll be waiting patiently to see price after closing, price action closing at this point. So I will enter at the next H4 candle that is forming. Okay, so the next H4 candle that is forming will be my next, because as it's closing, this is opening at where this previous H4 candle, this one here, this is the previous H4 candle. Now it is now opening at is where it is not this recent one here, this second one here is now opening where this H4 candle has closed. Okay, so it is now opening where this H4 candle has closed. So that is why I'll be waiting for this one to close. Then after the closing, then I will not time my entry at this point here. Okay, my entry at this point, then now go with it. So that's why candlesticks are calculation too. You need to always calculate, because most times you don't know what might happen next after the closing of this candle or this recent 4 hours candle. All right, so sometimes after this candle must have closed, does not happen every time. Sometimes after this previous H4 candle closes, this one here closes, then maybe the next candle that usually form might be a bearish candle. Maybe sellers might just, after the closing of this candle here, then the next candle that might form might be a bearish candle that might form, or for the next 4 hours, because it's calculation. So applying time, okay, because we are applying time to this. So let's say for example now this H4 open here. Now we have this H4, we have 4 hours. Okay, let's say for example it's open by 6, then you should be closing by 9. So we have 6, 7, 8, 9. So 9 a.m. should be when this 4 hours candle is closing, which we are talking about here. So I should be waiting after this 4 hours is closed, then I should be waiting for the next price action decision for me to take. Now this is what I'm talking about here. Let me delete this, sorry. So let's say this candle that formed now, maybe you do not see when it was forming. Okay, the 4 hours candle. So this is 6 a.m. the candle open, and let's say for example now this is closing because this is where this is the high it made, then this is closed. So it's not closing by 9 a.m. okay, so you can see now that this is how many hours interval, 4 hours interval, so which they can do give us a open and a closing at this duration of time. All right, so now after seeing this now, so what do I need to do? So after seeing this price action candle formation, so what I do, like I said, you will always wait for the next 4 hours candle. All right, because this candle after closing here might come to give it might not open for a bullish candle again, but what thing is sure is that we are only safe, okay, even when the next candle forms. Let's say the next candle forms, let me hold on guys, sorry, let me clean this time. I put here, okay, let me show us something. So let's say for example this H4, after the closing of this H4 right here, okay, so after the closing of this our H4 candle, now maybe for example we might get a next bearish candle that will open. Sorry, I wanted to use this, sorry guys, hold on. So this bearish candle, so you might get a bearish candle that might open at that point where this 4 hours is closing. Now this bearish candle that is open, like what I said guys, you don't need to panic. Okay, let's say for example you entered at this point here. Okay, let's say you entered at this point here. Let's say you entered at this point here, for example, and you are going with the trade. Okay, and after the closing, now if you're a trader in this trade, maybe you are, if I would say you don't want to ride with the trend, the trade, sorry, you can just take the after the 4 hours candle. Like I said most times, you just take what the 4 hours candle gives to you. After the 4 hours candle, close your trade. If maybe you are not sure of the trade, you can just take the 4 hours, then you are out of the market, okay, and wait for the next 4 hours candle to give you a prompting signal. But if you are in the trade, for example, and you see this H4 or this market closing for a sell, opening for a sell at this point in time here, let me draw it at this point in time. Now you don't need to be scared, because why I'm saying you don't need to be scared now is in two ways. If this candle 4 hours that forms did not close above or did not come to your point or your area of entry at this point here, then probably you are what you are safe, because after this, then maybe after the 4 hours, the candle, the next one that might form, might open from where this one closed and formed a bullish candle that can continue to the upside, okay. But in a situation whereby you have this kind of format, you have this kind of situation here, okay, then the candle comes like this, very very big, comes back to this your point here, then you know that this one is not good, okay, so it's invalid. That is why I said there's no 100% in the market, okay. So but just you as a trader, for you to study and understand how to trade these things, okay. So when you see this kind of one, it is invalid, and for you, so it's better you start of the market, you start of it, okay. So that's why I said it's their calculation. So after getting your H4, this H4 candle by for 4 hours, then you can you need to wait, or you can close the trade for that 4 hours, then wait for the next 4 hours candle to come. Or better still, you can, if you still want to push the market, because most times this trade, depending, like I said, another thing is depending on the momentum or the strength of that market. Let's say maybe the market is on a very bearish market, okay. So we have a bearish market, so let's say the market is on a bearish trend, okay. It's bound to happen, because momentum in the market can suppress the buyers, okay. It can suppress the buyers because of the trend of that market. Now if it's for the bulls, the same thing likewise. So if you are trying to sell, it can suppress sellers too. So that's why I'm saying, like what I said is, either I just show you the two areas, so you don't need to be scared. Hence your stop loss is unique. Your stop loss is safe at this point where you at the high of this very candle, okay, the low of that very candle, okay. So but if you entered earlier here, let's say the midst of this body of this candle, you entered here, this will take you out because of the momentum. You can see the candle, 4 hours candle, very very big, and the momentum, okay. So these things are calculations. So, and you need to be careful when you are entering your trade, picking out your trade, or marking out entries in your trade. So I'm going to show you guys an example of what I'm saying, because I don't want to make this video too long. So I'm going to show you guys using the chart so you can understand and see what I was actually saying, guys. So now let's go to the chart, guys, for more for that. Okay, trader, so now we are in the chart, okay. So now looking at what I just said so far earlier on the chart, okay, like I told you guys that I always look at the 4 hours candle, okay, at the 4 hours candle. So I always study the 4 hours, nothing more than the 4 hours candle for my good trading decisions, and yeah, for good trading decisions, and the daily, which I just said, daily and the 4 hours, okay. So I also thought that if I don't use the 1 hour time frame, I use the 1 hour, but I recommend traders to work more on the H4, because that will give you, even the 1 hour cannot do without the H4, because it's what the H4 gives that the 1 hour also takes. So the H4 is really really good for you to mark or to see the candlestick closure. So what I'm going to show you guys, this is the 1000 here now. So now you can see this candle here, for example, this candle, what is really going on in this market. Wow, can you see now? Looking at this place here now, And I want to say something, guys. If you're also working with the 4 hours candle, you must make sure that you correspond it with the daily, because you need to be looking at these two time frames. Okay, what is the daily saying and what is the 4 hours saying? So corresponding the H4 and the daily works really really great. So we must always look at these two price two charts for your candlestick decisions and what to do. All right, now looking at this place here, now let's go to the daily. Okay, guys, now can you see what we have here? Now looking at this place, why am I picking out my sell at this zone here? If you look here, guys, closely, or you look at the market closely at this daily time frame, let me use my arrow to point. So if you look at the daily time frame, you can see for yourself that we have a nice daily order block here. Okay, so we have a nice daily order block. You can see our order block here, and you can see this place here, this zone. So this is a zone. So I'm actually looking for a sell at this zone here, and you can see I've been waiting for price to come to that level there. Now can you see what happened here? I want to show you guys, looking at this recent daily candle here. This recent daily candle, I want to show you something. This recent daily candle, which you guys can see very clear. Now if you look at this candle is a bullish candle. You can see after the closing of this previous candle, okay, after the closing of this previous candle, what do you see happen next again? The buyers open the market for the open the candle, and you can see here that it's closed. Okay, this body was a full body. Okay, it was a full daily body that gets to this top here. But what happened when it head to that top? Let me zoom out so that you guys can see. Now this was what happened. Like I said, it gets to this top here, this resistance zone here, this zone. It touched that zone, and you can see how it closed. Can you see that this candle has closed? It's rejected at that point. Let me use that word, creating this wick, which I told you guys. So creating this wick at that point there. So you see when the market hit that zone, it started rejecting at that point. Now it's not yet really a good form for sellers, okay, but it's reacting to that place because that place is a zone which sellers are there. But if you look at here now, it just closed. Okay, the candle just closed. So it just closed, and what we need to be working out for now, if you look at H4, let me show you what happened now. This short move now, because this candle that closed, which you are seeing here now, which I just showed you this week, and this candle that closed, look at H4 candle. Let's see H4. Can you see? Do you see what happened on H4? Look at what it did on H4. After this one to this previous H4 candle, yeah, then you can see the next open of this next candle that formed here. Then after the open of that candle, can you see how that one closed? After the closing of that one, see the next candle that formed. Can you see? Look, study the tail. Okay, look at the tail of these candles, which I just said so far. Always observe the body of the candle and the tail of the wick, whatever you call it. Now can you see that seller that entered there, it rejected? See the body is printed, push price. So buyers came and still pushed the price again, which I just showed you guys. Sellers entered, they closed price. The next H4 that entered, you see that it was a bearish candle. This third candle here was a bearish candle, but buyers came and pushed the price again and closed it. So you can see that this actually is not working out for sellers. So because the daily is still it just closes. So at this point in time now, what will be advisable for you as a trader to do is better off you wait for the next a good bearish candle, which I told you guys, for if you want to go in for daily or for H4, the next bearish candle should be a good or a nice body. Let me show you, for example, which we have here. Okay, sorry, let me show you an example. Is this one we have here? So you can see this one here is a very nice one. This is the H4, sorry. So you can see, look at the candle that it printed here. Can you see this candle? Can you see? Look at this very nice candle. So you can see after this candle was formed, the next candle that opened, you can see where the price opened from there and gave a very nice bearish candle. So after the closing of that previous candle, so and you must always be observing the previous candle before the next candle, so don't enter blindly. Look at how that previous candle closed. So can you see here now that this one now is not really good for traders? So very probably you might, if you might enter here, the price will push or close against you. Can you see? And look at what it's doing on H1. Can you see this now? See what is happening on H1 too. So if you are trading, always observe and see what price are doing on this time frame, so you'll be safe and you don't jump into the market anyhow. So it just closed, so we are not going to go into the market because we need a good daily closing that will give us a bearish sign. This one the candle just closed. That is why we are having this sell at that point here. We have the sell on the H4. It just closed. Okay, the candle just closed, so there's nothing here, no significant thing for you to trade. These are what you can see, guys. Can you see? What can you see now? See the next spike candle that just come up now. Can you see this? So when others will be jumping into the trade, you will just be there patient because you understand all these things. That is why we don't trade anyhow. I don't know if you guys are getting what I'm saying. You don't trade anyhow because we are patient. So when others are jumping into the trade anyhow and trade is hitting them, we are patient. I'm not saying the market always go in our favor, no, but we are always patient. Even when we lose, we know why we lose in the trade. Okay, always patient. Now let me show you what's the last example. Okay, one more last example which I was traded today, which is the VIX75. Can you see this, guys? Now look at the VIX75. Now we traded this, took this trade at this zone here. Okay, so we took this trade. I marked it since yesterday and I took this trade at this particular zone. Well, can you see, guys, that this VIX75, sorry, now look at daily. Look at, if you cut this buy, this is what we're talking about here. After this candle here, let me talk about this. After this candle, can you see the next candle that opened bullish, closing and opening bullish for how many days? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5 good days interval. This market has been buying. So can you see after the opening here, buyers entered again, closed, entered again, closed, entered, closing and opening each day, which I'm going to do a video on that. I'll do a video on how to for day traders, which is going to be coming up soon, guys. So look at how this buy now went very well for buyers. And if you go down, you will see that on lower time frame, even on H4, you can see, or lower time frame. Let's do the lower time frame. You see that it's a very nice trend. You can see a very nice trending market. Can you see? Very nice trending market for buyers. Okay, I don't have time to mark it. I don't want to make this video too long. I will have shown you guys, but I don't want to make this video too long. So we took the sell here on this trade. We took the sell here on this trade. So we sold for 4 hours, which I told you guys that candlesticks are calculation. We sold for this 4 hours, and after the 4 hours, the next 4 hours, yeah, then we close because of, you can see the next 4-hour candle that is forming now is forming as a bullish candle. And watching the daily, because these are the 2 time frames you need to be watching, the daily and the H4. Now watching at the daily now, can you see that this candle automatically has it opened here, sorry, it's open at this point here. We have it open here and you can see where it closed. Look at where it closed. This is the low of the day. Okay, so it has given us the low of the day and closed. So at this point in time now, we are out. We need to be out of the market. So we just cut the market for just for a few hours. Then we are out. So just like what we did now. After some few hours, we're out of the trade. Then waiting for the next daily candle to form, which is by tomorrow. We should be expecting, or maybe probably by 6. Let's say 9 p.m. tomorrow. Probably should give us a very good early in the morning, 6 a.m. or 5. So depending on the time it started forming, we should be seeing a very nice, if the market still want to go down bearish. Okay, so we're expecting a next bearish candle that will form at the closing of this if it wants to still go down bearish, or probably it might still want to hit or go up again, further up, to go and mitigate the daily block which is above that place there. So guys, we stopping here for now. I hope you guys enjoyed this video which I just talked about candlestick. If you have questions, please, you can drop them on the comment section, or you answer questions that we explain to you guys. Please guys, make sure you share this video so that others can also learn from this. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, turn on the notification bell, follow us for more updates on this. So thank you guys for staying to the end of this video. Hope you enjoy it. Bye for now, guys.